everybody, welcome to Real Rebel. Today I'm going to talk about Schitt Creek. Schitt Creek is a television series. It's airing on Netflix right now. I believe the first 5 seasons are on Netflix and there's one more to go. It is a wonderful, wonderful show. So the basic premise of Schitt Creek is there's this family of 4, mother, father, and their adult children, and they're filthy rich, but because of some bad financial decisions, they owe a lot of money to the government, and so all of their items, their houses, everything. Ash is really mad about it too. All their houses and everything is all taken away by the government, and all they're basically left with is their clothing. But they also have Johnny, the father, Johnny Rose. He purchased a town a long time ago that's name was called Schitt Creek, and he just kind of bought it because he thought it was funny, but because that's all that they have left, they are forced to move there, and so they have to move into this motel where the 2 adult children, David and Alexis, have to sleep in the same room together, and then Johnny and Moira, the mother and father, are out in the adjacent room. So today I want to share with you the top 5 reasons to watch Schitt Creek. So reason number 5 is the acting. So the acting is top-notch on this show. You've got Eugene Levy as Johnny Rose, Catherine O'Hara as Moira Rose, Annie Murphy as Alexis, and Daniel Levy as David. So, and there are all these side characters that are fantastic on this show. Everybody pulls their weight on it. There are touching moments on this show. It is a comedy, but where the characters really come through for each other and grow, and those moments are incredibly touching, and the acting is really great, and so that is the 5th reason. So reason number 4, the roots of this show. So the 2 main actors on this show, Catherine O'Hara and Eugene Levy, they go way, way, way back to, there's this show called SCTV, and SCTV was this wonderful, wonderful show that began airing back in 1976. So SCTV, so you can see right there, there is Catherine O'Hara, and right above her is Eugene Levy, and they just played these zany characters. This was a wonderful series, SCTV. As you can see, there are so many talented people on this show. You can see John Candy was on there, and so many great people. I'm definitely going to do a video on SCTV at some point. It's this very imaginative show, and Catherine O'Hara was wonderful at impressions, and Eugene Levy was. He just had all these kind of dim-witted characters he always played, but he's a very intelligent person, and anyway, so that'll be another show someday. But so another example of the roots of this show is Eugene Levy and his son Daniel. So Daniel plays David, the son on the show, and Daniel is also Eugene Levy's son in real life, and they co-created the show together, and I know that Daniel has written several episodes of the show. He also directed some of the episodes. I always love to watch the opening credits to see who wrote and directed that particular episode. And whenever he comes on as the writer or the director, you know it's going to be a really great... I mean, all of the episodes are wonderful, but when it's him, it's like, it's going to be really special. So I watch out for that. Reason number 3, no cliches. So if you ever watched a show and it's just kind of like a lot of these like sitcoms, they all kind of follow the same sort of formula where someone keeps a secret from someone, and then by the end of the episode they got to come clean. Well, in this series that does happen. I mean, people do tell lies or keep things from each other, but when it happens, it's like they're caught right away, and then they have to deal with that they lied for the rest of the episode. So it's actually more conducive to character development that way, rather than, oh, look at this cutesy thing, and are they going to come clean by the end of the episode or not? So I really love that about this show. So another example of not following cliches is the David character. So David's character is gay, and I believe that the actor who plays him in real life, Daniel Levy, I believe that he is as well. And It isn't about him being gay, though, or it isn't about him, trying to hide stuff from his parents or from other people or from himself. He just is, and he's totally comfortable with it, and that's just his character. And so, he's trying to find love and relationships and just kind of dealing with himself. And so it doesn't rely on that aspect of him to create drama. He just is, and it's wonderful. It's lovely. So reason number 2, the character development. So like I said before, these characters have lost everything and they're forced to live in this small town called Schitt Creek, and they come from a completely different world. And the 4 characters are, you can tell that they were pretty scattered before. They lived in a huge house, and Alexis was a party girl, and she was going out doing her thing, and I think she ran away several times. And then David, he's just, kind of this lost character who's a little bit whiny at first, and and then you've got the parents who don't really seem to have a whole lot of involvement with their kids, but now they're forced into this little situation, this confined area where the 2 adult kids have to share a bedroom, and the parents are right there in the bedroom next to them, and they all have to work together. And as the series goes on, you see each one grow, and I think that it's because they're closer now, and they have to make things work, and they're forced into this situation. But and I don't think that the show says that they weren't a good family before then. It's just that they were more scattered. But now that they're together, you get to see Alexis. She has to find a job because she needs money, and she doesn't have anyone to ask for money, so she has to take that responsibility. And then she falls in love with somebody, and then she has to work with that and kind of come out of her selfish party girl ways. And David has to do the same thing. He also has to, he finds someone that he cares about, and he needs to grow in that way. And then the parents also have to be there for their kids and help them grow up, and so they also develop, and it's wonderful to see. Number 1 reason why you should watch Schitt Creek is the David character. He is hilarious. He is just this character who is just kind of uncomfortable with everything. He's uncomfortable with the other people. He reacts to things, and the way that he reacts to things is priceless. This is a wonderful character. He is definitely the star of this show. He's outrageous. He gets uncomfortable in his own skin, but he still has to work through things, and it's so funny. And and sometimes he has to help other people be comfortable as well. And he's got a friend on the show. Her name is Stevie, and so he has to help her, and she helps him. And then also later on, when he has his boyfriend, the boyfriend helps him grow, but then David also helps him grow. And it's wonderful to see. There's this one subtle thing that I noticed about Alexis and David. So they're brother and sister, and they talk exactly the same. So I'll try to imitate them. So they kind of do this thing where they're like, yeah, so I noticed that that this happened, and what are you gonna do about that? And they kind of do this thing that it's just this subtle thing that I think that the people who created this were so smart to do that, because brothers and sisters do tend to talk the same, and I just thought it was an amazing touch. So finally, I give Schitt Creek 4 cat paws. I just love this show. You gotta watch this show. And Mr. Ash, he loves this show too. He says, I give it 4 cat paws. Yes, I do. I love Schitt Creek too. Or if you're from the Midwest, maybe it's Schitt Creek. I don't know. Bye! Thanks for watching.